Okay, I am a mess today, but that's my life. Anyways, so we haven't been doing vlogs as much since we got back from Utah, and there's two big reasons why. The first reason is I've been pregnant, and so I've just been exhausted, and so I haven't done it. And the second reason is I am now watching my neighbor's son. He is 2 and he's adorable, and so I am playing all day with him and Lincoln, and then I don't know if they would be comfortable with me filming him and putting him online. So we just kind of got to find time where it's just our little family and vlog, and I'm hoping we'll get back in the habit. I just reached my 2nd trimester and I'm still exhausted, but I'm hoping my energy will come back. I know with Lincoln it did. And yeah, but we are going to try and update and keep this pregnancy documented. And we also just want to keep documenting Lincoln, what he's doing. He's crawling now, which is new. And he is learning how to be a big boy. He loves watching our little neighbor friend and doing everything he does, so it's fun. But yeah, so that's a little explanation of where we've been, and now here is a quick update on the pregnancy. Bye! Okay, we're on our way to the mall. I figure that's my best part. Can you see Link in the back? You read your magazine, your catalog. Yeah. Anyways, I'm betting the mall was the best place to find one of these shirts. Like, you know how you see them everywhere, but then when you want one, they're nowhere to be found? I'm scared that's going to happen. So at least at the mall, if there's not at one store, I can just go a little bit further and there's another one. So let's hope I can find one, because I am so excited. I'm also a little bit nervous about being pregnant again. Lincoln's pregnancy was a dream. Like, I never threw up. My only complaints were like acid reflux was really bad, and then I was just always just kind of uncomfortable. Like the sickness, I was just kind of blah all the time. And but honestly, it was amazing. And I'm hoping the 2nd pregnancy will be the same, but we will see. The other thing I'm nervous about, well, it's 2 things. First, I have actually never, I can honestly say that I have not experienced childbirth. I have a baby. He is mine. He did come out of my body, but I did not give birth to him. I'll put his birthday video in the link below so you can watch it, that tells about his birth. But yeah, he was an emergency C-section and they put me completely out. So I went to bed, I woke up, and I had a baby. It was the weirdest feeling in the world. So I am actually pretty nervous about like going into actual labor. The other thing is I am scared to death that this baby and all my other babies will have heart conditions like Lincoln. With Lincoln, we didn't know what we were getting into, so we were never really that nervous about it. I mean, we just found out and we had to deal with it, and we had never experienced it before. But after having experienced putting your 1-week-old baby, sending him in for open heart surgery, those 4 hours were the worst hours of my life. So I am just terrified that I might have to go through that again. But it's still really early, so I probably should not be worrying about these, but I am a planner and a worrier, and so I'm going to worry about it. But I do know that every baby that comes to this earth is a child of God, and that Heavenly Father will, I don't know, I feel like he gives special powers to mothers-to-be and mothers. Just they're able, like, I was able to handle things that I never would have thought I could handle. So I'm just gonna start working up my spiritual reserve, because I feel like I'm gonna need it just because I'm gonna be nervous. But anyways, we are here at the mall, so let's park and get going. Better say goodbye to that number. Won't be seeing that number ever again in my lifetime. Huh. So, pregnancy journal. I don't really feel pregnant yet. I haven't gained any weight. I haven't really had any symptoms. I really don't believe it, other than the couple of pregnancy tests I took. But we will go to the doctor on August 1st and we'll see what happens. But I've heard that out here they don't do ultrasounds. Is that my baby? Yeah. I've heard out here in Indiana they don't do ultrasounds very often. Where in Utah, like, they did them pretty regularly. It wasn't like every trip, but I feel like we got a lot of ultrasounds. But out here, I don't know. But although, like, I had conditions with Lincoln, so I think we might get a couple more. But that made me sad, because I love ultrasounds. Have you noticed any symptoms?
I don't know if it's pregnancy or if it's just our house was still a little unorganized from moving, but you got into gear and you just organized everything.
I don't think.
But it's super early, so I don't think that had anything to do with pregnancy. So
yeah, I don't think that qualifies as like nesting until like because when you're nesting, you're getting ready for the baby, like. And yeah, there's no way I can be getting ready for the baby right now, because I'm not even that far along. I'm guessing I'm probably about like 8 weeks along.
almost.
Yeah, that's a big guess. I'm probably about like 6 or 7. No, because when I take your test, I think I'm 7. Because when you take your test, you're at least 5. And then it's been a couple weeks. So yeah, I would say I'm 7, but we'll see what the doctor says. I'm guessing the baby's gonna be, my due date will be like March 16th or 17th. That'll be also interesting to see what the doctor says about my due date, but yeah.
It's like we'll see what the doctor says. Let's see if we listen to him or her or whatever. It's like we don't believe what they're gonna have to say.
I have to admit, after dealing with Lincoln, I think doctors are very highly qualified, but I also feel like as parents, sometimes you can say like, well, I want to do this. You know, like I remember with Lincoln's feeding tube, this is a big segue. With Lincoln's feeding tube out here, I knew when he was ready to get rid of it. So I started nursing him, and Lincoln's cardiologist like freaked out at me and totally made me feel like the worst parent in the world. And so I stopped feeding him again, and I just let him go on the feeding tube. And then the doctor here ordered, like I told her, I'm like, we need to do a swallow study. And so she ordered a swallow study for like a couple weeks out. And I really was pushing it, like, and I'm not a pushy person. But it just needed to be done, and I felt like I knew a little bit better than the doctors because I was with him all day, every day, and so I saw him where the doctors just see, him once a month, if that. So I feel like doctors do know best, but at the same time I also feel like parents have a connection and an understanding of their child that a doctor doesn't. And I feel that way somewhat with my pregnancy this time around too, where I feel like I'm gonna have more of a opinion on how I want things, and I'm gonna listen to it. Or before, like, I was like, the doctor knows, I'll just do whatever the doctor says. But I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I am nervous. Like with Lincoln, I was just so excited to be pregnant and having a baby, and I didn't have any idea what could go wrong. And this time around, I'm like, I really I don't know how we'd handle it, especially where we're out here without any family, and the hospital that he would have to be having surgery in is about 4 hours away, so it's a completely different situation. It'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll hope for the best. Everything will be perfect, huh?
Yep, having a baby.
Anyways, that's my quick pregnancy journal. It's my first one. That's exciting. Well, we'll keep you informed. Bye.